on our way back to our little place from the hospital. It happened again. Woke up, shallow breathing, just not panic attack, but just my body. I just couldn't, you know, probably can't see me very well right now, but there we go. I just is not myself at all. Just so much pain, nerve pain specifically, which I'm not a stranger to pain, that's for damn sure, and my threshold is considerably higher than most people, and it's not a weird flex or anything like that. It's just a fucking reality that my body is just used to dealing with certain levels of pain. So when it starts to reject that and it starts to go into that mode of I can't breathe because the pain is so intense, yet my body won't pass out, and if I do, it wakes up panicked because I can't get enough oxygen. It's just not good. You just feel in your chest that something's wrong. And so we drove to the hospital at 1 a.m. because that's what my doctor had said to do. Don't bother with the EMTs again. And we were there, and they listened. They really listened. For the record, no, like the EMTs the other night tried to say that they didn't really want to take me in. One of the reasons is because it's just full of COVID patients, and it's just, you know, the emergency rooms are packed. There wasn't a single person in the waiting room. Seriously, not a single person. They had a few patients in the back. They took me back almost right away. There's a couple people that came in after me. Yeah, no. So don't believe those lies. It's not true. So it might be true in certain areas, but from what I have seen consistently now where I live and now being here, for them to try and say that as a way to just not take care of people that are worth their time should frankly be illegal, and it's immoral too. So but I had a really amazing ER doc who was very clinical, was very focused on what was in front of him, and asked all the questions as I'm barely able to breathe. John's answering for me, and he got Dr. Dobbs on the phone, and they talked, and they took the dressing off and looked at it, which I'll share some pictures here on the video, you know, so warning for people that might not want to see that, but it's my reality. And yeah, you know, I have a right to share it, you know, it's just how it is. But, so I'll go ahead and share that. But, basically, he agreed with Dobbs that the narcotics just aren't doing what they're supposed to do, or they are, but my pain is so intense. The nerve pain is so intense that the oxy can't get through to that, which oxy is normally, it's just an analgesic. It's just supposed to kind of calm things down and, you know, muscle pain and those kinds of things. But when you have serious, heavy, what they call neuropathy, you need other medications. And I have meds for that, but it just wasn't enough. And they just came to the conclusion that they just needed to give me the max dose of gabapentin. So for reference, I've been on 100 milligrams 3 times a day of gabapentin. And even then, they're like, you don't really have to take it that much, you know, because the oxy should really take care of it. This doctor gave me 600 milligram dose, and I will be on 600 milligrams 3 times a day for the foreseeable future to get these nerves to calm down. And he gave it to me, and within about 20-30 minutes, I passed out. They just yeah, like, you know, not knocked out, but just fell asleep, and I slept. You know, before he had given me that, he ordered an EKG and, you know, an ultrasound on my leg, you know, to check for deep vein thrombosis, which is a high risk when you have something like, when you have a procedure done like this, because you're not mobile. It allows the blood to pool, and females are at a higher risk for it for whatever reason too. So, you know, fun stuff. You know, you can pick whatever gender you want, but, you know, biology, XX, XY, there's just certain risk factors for that. Yeah, so those all came back normal, but he said he just wanted to check all the boxes just to make sure that my body wasn't trying to tell me something else was going on, which is great. And they think that it was just the severe nerve pain. It was just throwing my body into heavy fight or flight. I couldn't breathe, and yeah, baby.
Tracks.
Oh, train tracks. We're driving, so he's always letting me know if there's big bumps or train tracks coming up, so I can lift my leg and, you know, be prepared. It's a good guy. Here we go. Not bad. Yeah, going over those on the way there, yeah, I yelled out, even with it lifted. So, if that gives any indication. I'm just thankful that nothing serious is going on, like DVT or, you know, heart arrhythmia, that kind of thing, which can happen with the meds that, you know, you're on for stuff like this, interactions, those kinds of things. I'm sure my cortisol levels are through the roof, and if any of you know the negative effects of cortisol, you know what I'm talking about, and just how it can be, it's really damaging on your body. So soon I'll be able to get back on my supplements that help with that. But yeah, when your body's in a constant state of fight or flight, things start to give out, and I think that's just kind of what it was. My body was just in a state of panic, just couldn't handle it anymore. And I woke up, and the nurse and the doctor came to check on me, and he just looked at me. He's like, "You look like a different person." He's like, "How are you feeling?" And I'm doing okay. So I'm exhausted, obviously, because it's now, what, 6 a.m.? I think. Yeah. Poor John. He's sitting there watching me, and then sitting in my wheelchair, nodding off too. It's just, it was a good night, but a hard night. So my incision is healing well. Looking forward to getting the staples out on Monday. Looking forward to this not happening again, and having this nerve pain finally under control, so I can really start to feel like I'm healing. So I expected setbacks, but because it's incredibly rare not to have any, but it still sucks when it happens. So there we go. So we're back now, but thanks, guys. I'll update you probably after my appointment on Monday, and let you know how it goes. I'm ready to be home. There's just something about being home. So hope everyone's doing well, and we'll talk soon. Bye.